Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with the boys. We are live and here to have a good time. We're going to break down UFC 309, and we're going to touch up on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul a little bit today, folks. Thank everyone for joining today. If you're on Twitter, come over here to YouTube, help your boys out. And before we get into the card, let me give these boys an intro. To the right of me, as most of the time, my Scottish motherfucking brother, the rambling dad, Mick Dane. How are you doing, my dog?
What's happening? I'm good. You boys know the script. I'm just jumping in and then dipping back out. But bro, UFC London announced today. I can't wait for that in March. Roll on the fights and the violence.
Like we were talking about, bro, it's probably going to end up being Patty and Money Moicano in the main event, and I really fucking like that. It's very intriguing. Yep. To the other side of me, a man you have not seen in a while, but you have seen him interviewing great guests like Kevin Iole and Josh Emmett. Shout out the boy Jax making the walk. How we doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. I'm sure y'all missed me. I'm sure y'all did.
I tell you what, it was definitely surprising to even see you jump in the chat today.
Sounds good.
It's good that you have time for the little guys like me again. We know you're growing, and you just
was that a height admission?
I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3" for the record. So I don't know what Jax is down there, but if you're 6'2", you're close to me, brother. To the bottom of me, but who lives above me in the world, my fellow. Why do I keep saying fellow? The Canadian, the Ultimate Punching Podcast. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic up here in the Great White North. Coming back from UFC Edmonton a couple weeks ago, got to see that live. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm just excited for you guys in the UK getting a UFC London card because, man, that show is going to be spectacular.
It's just so far away from my house, though. I've got a lot of traveling to do to get down there. I say so far, but to you guys, it's just like, psst. Yeah, I mean,
what does it take you? Like an hour to walk there or something like that? That's pretty far.
No, not quite. It'd be about an 8-hour drive. Yeah, I mean, so you guys need to drive like days to get from state to state or province to province. Yeah, I mean,
you don't even leave Texas. 8 hours.
I'm like, oh man, 8-hour drive to get from Scotland to almost the bottom of England. Like, yeah, it's not that far in retrospect to you guys, but to me, that's a long ass drive. 8 hours.
Are you staying the night there?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
I started looking at the Fighter Hotel earlier on. It's going for pretty cheap. Might jump on it pretty soon.
Yeah. Are they going to do the card like for the North American audience again? Or
I was just about to ask that.
No.
I was just about to ask that. I was going to say, they're going to hoe you again?
No, so there was some obviously controversy around that. Is did they do it just because that's what they wanted to do, or did they already have the broadcasting slot booked? Because where was it supposed to be? It was I can't remember. It's supposed to be somewhere else. Ended up getting cancelled. Not sure there's some mix up with the venue, so they ended up keeping it for that time because they couldn't change the broadcasting time. So I believe that's what the problem was with that. It wasn't just we're going to do it for the pay-per-view buy reason that everybody thought it was, or it could have just been that. Who knows? But no, it's a fight night. It's in London. Where it is, the O2 in the arena, I believe, like they can't get the license to do it at that time there. That's why it's just going to be normal 4 p.m. kickoff for us. So just a nice normal card. Should be done by about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
That's going to be a nice morning card for us, bro. Nothing better.
Shout out the Foo.
Shout out the Foo and shout out Olin MMA Anomaly, baby. Big appreciate you so much, brother. We are so fucking close. I'll probably drink 2 or 3 of these before the episode ends, but I will throw them in the bin. So we need to get down into this card because I know you boys got a busy day today. So let's go ahead, McDane. If you got time, brother, can you pull up Dan Hardy's wife, Vanessa Hardy, versus blanking out. Who is she fighting?
Eduardo Mora.
Eduardo Nora, that's who it is. We got that was a great callback on S-Dog just to go blank there. So we got Dan Hardy's wife, Vanessa Hardy, still fighting in the UFC. She puts on pretty good shows. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Eduarda is a motherfucking dog, though, bro. She throws hammers like a 155-pound dude. So this fight's super intriguing. I'm gonna go to you, McDane. Who do you got going into this fight, brother? And who do you see winning?
I'm going to be back in Veronica Hardy. I like the way she's looked in her recent bouts, man. Like she's putting it all together well. Obviously, they're training with Dan Hardy. You know what I mean, absolute veteran and legend of the sport himself. You know what I mean, but that's her in 3 straight wins. Last one against Aldrich. I mean, she finds a way to get it done in those decisions, man. Obviously, we've got Mora coming off the loss there against Denise Gomez. Obviously, who is a bit of a mega puncher. We just seen her fighting last weekend. She's got a lot of power. Managed to take it the distance with Karine. Not going to try and say the last name because I'll butcher it, but yeah, I think over the distance on this one, we can see Veronica Hardy getting it done.
100% gonna go to decision. Jack, so you got, bro?
I mean, I'm gonna go along with the thinking of Khalil Roundtree and Dan Hardy and say that Veronica Hardy is the one. That's what I'm gonna say. I think that she's actually, I think she should be higher on this card, to be honest. I don't know if she should be opening in the card up, despite the fact that she's fighting Eduardo Mora, who is decent in her own right. I know she works with Jalton Almeida quite a bit, but I just think that Veronica is going to be too much for her, and she's going to be able to negate the grappling and get her striking game off. It will go the distance, though.
It will go the distance, bro. Before I get to Ultimate Punching, shout out to boy Darren in the chat, baby. Always appreciate you. And like he said, like and subscribe, people. Everyone's podcast will be scrolling by at the bottom. Ultimate, who you got, bro?
You know what? I think I'm going to go with Veronica Hardy as well. It's one of these things. I just saw some of the content she made with Nina Drama, and it was a little bit on the suggestive side. On multiple occasions, she said to Nina Drama, "Can you get on your knees, please?" And Nina obliged. I don't know if that was a shot at her, if they did that on purpose. I'm not exactly sure. But I do think that she looks pretty locked in and calm, and just like the mindset is there right before the fight, and that leads me towards leaning towards her.
So is that a full sweep for Hardy?
Oh yeah.
Is any of Nina Drama's content not suggestive? Yeah, I mean.
I was about to say, gotta get
she's
those views.
She's got a couple of great assets and she uses them. Yeah, I mean, she said that herself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that drama was wild. That was a 2-day wild drama. But McDane, before we get to this next fight, can we just say how much better this Canadian is than Leroy? Can we all just make a full agreement?
That's right.
better looking, Leroy. Better production, better takes, everything. You know what I mean?
Everything. All the above.
Better dressed.
Leroy.
I don't know who the other guy is, but that's right. Whoever you are, you suck it.
Trash. He's trash, brother. He's trash, Ultimate. So
he's even got a real background as well, though. You got to get around that.
Bro.
I just got this sign made.
Nice.
Hey, we'll take that over that bullshit ass green screen we see with that other Canadian. But McDane, if you want to pull up this next fight, boys, because this is where it really starts off. We're gonna watch a 3-round decision there, Hardy. We all slept the word with Hardy there. We're gonna watch a decision. We're not gonna see a decision here, boys. I'm gonna start off with you, Jax. But boys, Baszler versus Obin Elliott is fight of the fucking night written all over it, and it's the second fight of the card, baby. Jax, who you got going into this, bro?
No, I agree. It will be a scrap for sure. After Baszler Hafez filled in on short notice at one time, I thought that his next fight he was going to come out and I was like, okay, he might have something to him. You know how we felt when Diego Lopez filled in short notice. Like after that, we were like, okay, that dude got something to him. But he didn't show me what I thought I was going to see. So in this one, I gotta lean a little bit towards Obin Elliott, even though I think there's going to be a pretty good fight.
My man.
Jax? Or not Jax, my bad. McDane?
I'm going with Jax there as well. So obviously, like you say, Baszler Hafez came in and he's mean, man. You know what I mean? He pushes forward. He's got great pressure. He's like he doesn't let up on the pace. He's got some strength in his punches. Like it's not going to be an easy fight for Obin, but I do lean him to take it. I think over a course, I'm not sure if we're going to see a finish. I think we will end up going the 3 rounds, and I think Obin will be a little bit more prepared to go 3 rounds than Baszler will. He comes out swinging pretty quick, and he's pretty aggressive in his approach. So we'll see how it goes over the 3 rounds, but I think Obin will pinch it.
Especially, bro, if you remember Baszler versus JDM. That was fucking crazy, bro. And like Jack said, he took that fight on short notice, and that was like fucking a scrap people forget about because it was in the Apex.
He is a nasty dude, though. It's a tough test for Obin.
Oh, bro. And then with Obin coming out the way he is, who was Obin's last fight?
That was Manchester, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Manchester.
Who fought again? Let me have a quick look. Preston
Parsons. No, Preston Parker.
No, Preston Parsons. Preston. You want to spar? Preston Parsons.
And bro, that was super impressive by Obin there. That was the last time he fought, huh? Manchester?
July.
Wow, bro. Well, it's good to see him back over here in the States at MSG. Ultimate, who you got going into this, bro?
I'm going to be the contrarian here. I'm thinking Baszler's going to get the job done here. He eat, he sleepy, he trainy. But in all seriousness, like, I think it's going to be an absolute war. And I just think, he like you said before, he does come out at a pretty quick pace. And I think that's going to be enough. Like, I think he's going to take that first round and kind of just be able to hold on just enough to get that decision. But either way, it's probably going to be a fight of the night contender.
Bro, I'm telling you, if this doesn't get fight of the night, well, really, I'm not going to lie to you. There's a couple fights in here that's probably going to get fight of the night. But this is one to fucking watch out for, boys. This is going to be an absolute scrap. And so is the next fight after this, McDane. If you can go ahead and pull that up, bro, whenever you get a chance. Because this card's pretty stacked, bro. A lot of people, I'm not really talking about McGee Gall really putting on a scrap here, boys. This might be more of an ass-whooping, actually. But McGee Gall, man, I can't believe he's still in the UFC, to be honest with you. This dude he's fighting, I'm not even going to try to go for that name because I'm just going to absolutely butcher it. Bro, he's a fucking killer. I don't know if you boys know about him. I'm going to start off with you, McDane, see if you got in this. I don't know if you boys know too much about him, dude, but this could be just a slaughter,
bro. Brahim, what was it? Yeah, Ramiz Brahimaj.
You're better than me, brother. That's pretty close, though. That's pretty good.
Ramiz Brahimaj.
Where is he from? Ramiz Brahimaj.
I'm gonna guess Russia.
Bronx, New York.
Okay.
Nice. That's where he's fighting out. He is from America, though. He says his nationality is United States. He's from the Bronx. Check that brother out.
I mean, he's clearly born there or something, but like family background. Anyway,
Jax, he's from the Bronx, listening to Biggie on the stoop, baby. I hear with that type of name. You know what I'm saying?
It was all the dream.
The street sweeper makes more than the teacher, son. Don't forget it.
McDane, who you got going into this, bro?
You got to take the favorite in this one, Ramiz. Like you said, Mickey Gall, bro. Like, what's he still doing in the? You're seeing people getting cut left, right, and center. Mickey Gall's got a record of 7-6. 7-6. Like, come on. How are you still kicking around? Like, how are you still kicking around in the UFC? Given that out of those 6 losses, I think 4 of them are in the UFC. Maybe even more than that. Let me just go and double check. that. But 4 of them are in the UFC, bro. 5 of them. 6 of them. All 6 of his losses are in the UFC. And I suppose
why the fuck is he in here?
And 6 of his wins are in the UFC too, to be fair. The only one before that was
his girlfriend in the corner.
Dead serious 17. Bro. Yeah, he lost against he lost against Alex Morono, Mike Malott, and then Basil Hafez. So
come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
and he fights once a year.
They're giving him one last chance on this one. But even when you look at Remy, he's like, yeah, he's a mean guy, but he's not that consistent himself. He's a bit of a win one, lose one kind of guy too. I mean, he's had losses against Max Griffin, Court McGee, and Temba Garimbo. I mean, like, Court McGee's one of those ones. Sometimes you might turn up and catch her. Temba, you can't really grudge that either. But with a win over like Michael Gilmore and Shasha Palatnikov, like, there's nothing spectacular there either. I don't see this being a fantastic fight. It's probably going to end up going 3 rounds, and you can see it going to the favorite.
I think it's going to be a slaughter. But before I move to Jax, bro, who do you got on that? I'm guessing not Mickey Gall. McDane, final, give me a name. I'm guessing not Mickey Gall.
Oh, not me. Sorry, I thought you said Jax. Yeah, I'm going Ramiz, bro. I said I'm going the favorite on this one.
Jax, who you got, brother? Pretty sure it's going to be a play.
Yeah, Ramiz Brahimov. Like, why? I don't know why Mickey Gall's still in. I mean, he must have came to some agreement when, with the Sage Northcutt and CM Punk situation. I don't know.
Bro.
But he was like, y'all at least got to give me 2 more fights or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, he's trash. I don't think I don't even know why he's here.
Yeah, bro. Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ramiz. I don't even know why Gall's still in the UFC. I think he checked
everybody.
Out a long time ago. I'm a big believer in axe the fat from the company and pay the studs more.
Especially when you see how many contenders and things that they bring in through like Dana White Contender Series and obviously feeder promotions and all the rest of it. Like, what are you still doing hanging on with guys like this when you've got so many people coming through?
Yeah,
like there's so much talent flowing into the UFC, right? And it's just like the people can't. And I made a video about this. The people that can't meet minimum standards, like I think they need to do away with them. You know, take it to the next level.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious that all of us had the same point of why is Mickey Gall still in the UFC. And he had the worst walkout song of ever. The "Oh Mickey, you're so fine" shit. It's the cringiest shit. It's the cringiest shit, bro. Just listen to it.
That was Jax's vibe back in the day. You could tell the way he was
we bust that out at the picnics. Yes.
Yeah.
At the picnics. Besides picnics and shit.
I'm like picturing it too, bro. Like if I
like, man, turn that up.
Yeah.
Everyone's smoking something in the air. Everybody's got the nice cigar. Oh, is that Mickey? Bro, Mickey, you're so fine. But boys, let's move on to this other fight because there's some more heavyweight action besides the main event, boys. And this is a great fight. This man was supposed to fight Derek Lewis a couple weeks ago. Got scratched in Edmonton. I know you were hurt about that, Ultimate. I know that must have sucked.
I know. That made me so sad.
Bro, especially being there live, that would have been one of the main reasons I would have even went.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to fight the Black Beast. He's going to end up fighting Tybura. This is actually a pretty good fight, boys. I'm interested to see who we get here. We might get a split here, boys. I'm going to start off with McDane. Who you rocking with this, brother?
I might take Tybura in this one, bro. If I'm honest, I'm still need to make my picks on this, obviously, for prediction show. This baby comes before Friday. I still probably won't make it onto the show on Friday, but I need to send these picks to Leroy. So, Ola, if you're listening, don't think you can snipe any of these picks on because they're not actually set in stone. I mean, but Tybura has come across some of the better people in the division. He's been in the top 10 for a long time for a reason. I know Denise is kind of on the rise, but on the rise against who? The likes of like Eduardo Neves and Austin Lane and Carl Williams, bro. That don't impress me much. You know what I mean? Like,
what song is that?
Yeah, was that Cher? That was Shania Twain, brother. Come on, get it right.
She's Canadian too, by the way.
And she was actually in Scotland not long ago doing a concert. My missus went to it. I was like, "Where's my damn tickets?" Yeah, I mean, I'd have been all over that. Shania Twain's still fine. I mean, in the 50s or some shit, she'd still get it.
Shout out Shania Twain.
Moving mad. Anyway, yeah. Denise has got power in his hand, but that's about it. So does every heavyweight going. I might be back in Marcin Tybura's experience in this one. Plus, he's grappling. I think he's just got more tools over the fight, and especially when we've seen him go to a decision with Carl Williams. Denise went to a decision with Carl Williams. I think that's probably going to how this one's going to play out. I don't see him finishing Tybura.
Bro, that's what I'm thinking. I think we're going to be pretty split right here. Before I get to Jax, is this true? What my man MMA Anomaly put in the comments?
Unfortunately, I wasn't in the Mickey like that. It's that's something that I think that probably Olin would be more familiar.
That's more his type of people, to be honest with you. It's more his type of people.
What do you mean, his type of people?
I'm not saying that. But Jax, back to this fight. Who you got, bro? Because I think we're all going to be split on this. I think that's going to be a 2 for 2.
It's a tough one. It's one of those. Is it the changing of the guard type of situations? You know, not to say that Denise is like super young, but for a heavyweight, he's young. And you got Tybura who's knocking on the door of 40, and so Tybura's got way more experience, and he should really walk away with this one, but I feel like it might be Denise this time to kind of be another person in the heavyweight division. Like, I don't think he's like gonna be like a real dude, but I do think he'll be, kind of a Rosenstruck type of person where he's there, and if you don't pay attention, they'll knock you out. But I think he gets a win on this one, and Tybura kind of slides on down in the pecking order in the top 15.
Jax, that's a real good analogy, bro. That's a real good point. He could end up being that type of guy, to be honest. Ultimate, who you got, brother?
I mean, there was a reason that Diaz was considered to be a favorite over Derek Lewis, right? Going into UFC Edmonton, there's something that the odds makers were seeing there that I thought it was absolutely crazy. But at the end of the day, is Tybura of the same caliber as Derek Lewis? Does he have the touch of death, as it were, in his hands, the way Derek Lewis did? I don't think so, right? So something was going in. Something was going into that fight, and I think it's going to be even more so in this fight. I think Diaz is gonna win the day. How? Knockout, maybe. I think more like Jax was saying. I think it's going to be a decision where he's going to just changing of the guard, as it were.
Yeah, bro, honestly, we're going to go 3-1 here because I'm right with you boys. I'm going to go with the Brazilian as well, like my boy Chris just said in there as well. Shout out Chris in the chat. I'm going to go with him as well, bro. I just don't think he's – the only reason that I thought him fighting Derek Lewis was a bad idea for him is because Derek Lewis has that nuclear option in his fucking right hand and left hand. Tybura, he's going to have to make this an MMA fight, bro, and Denise just hit so fucking hard that if he catches him with a couple and wobbles Tybura, I think it's over, bro. So I'm going to go with the Brazilian here as well. Is there any other thoughts on this, boys, before we move on?
I don't know. I will say that it seems like the more that Tybura's hairline shifts to the right, it's kind of the way his career is going.
Hey, shout out that haircut, huh?
He's got that go faster stripe down the side of it too, though, bro. Yeah, I mean,
good, dude. Yeah, he's gonna slide off on this fight.
Hey,
Aussie fight fan, what's
fight?
happening, brother?
Shout out Aussie fight fan. My man's always in the chat, baby.
He's everywhere, bro. He's absolutely everywhere. You heard about Sergey Spivak when he fought him last?
That's it. That was insane, bro. From Tybura, I did not expect that at all. I thought he was gonna get fucked up by the Polish.
Yeah, I did too.
So he might surprise us all, boys. But that's going to be it on the early prelims. Now we get straight to the prelims, boys. In the McDane, whenever you got time, brother, if you could pull this next fight up.
So this next one, was this fight? Sorry, wrong one. Let's push that one. So David Onamar versus Lucas Almeida. Has that one been called off? Because I ain't got no stats on it and it ain't loading up at all. And I don't think.
Hope not.
I can't see it on.
Ultimate Jax, y'all know? Y'all know anything about that?
I haven't seen anything. Last I checked, this was still on, but I saw. If it were to take place, I'd be picking this Onama guy though.
I think Almeida pulled out of the fight a few days ago.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because it's not on Tapology either. So.
Fuck.
Jim motherfucking Miller versus Damon Jackson, people.
I was about to say. I was pretty excited for that, but I'm fucking super excited for this. A little disrespect. I'm ready to see what you boys think about this. A little disrespect putting some female fucking flyweights on the main card, but not giving Jim fucking Miller the respect he deserves against Damon Jackson. A little fucked up. I'm going to go to you, McDane, see what you think about that before you give me your picks, brother, and him being this early on the card. Because this is a banger.
This is a banger, old school banger. You know
banger.
What I mean? Like a couple of dudes with plenty of experience underneath the belt that I'm looking forward to watching. But I mean, Jim motherfucking Miller is the dude that I backed against Ken Green or Bobby Green, whatever you want to call him. UFC 300 was it? And unfortunately, he got the brakes beat off his ass. You know what I mean? But and Damon Jackson, man, like obviously not the most consistent in recent years, but the dude turns up the scrap every single fight. You know what I mean?
Every fight, bro.
Hopefully Jim Miller doesn't struggle with the range too much. He can get inside. He can make it dirty. But I might... I don't know if I'm honest. Yeah, the Leech could get this one done. The Leech could get this one done. This is one of those fights where you're just going to sit back and you're going to enjoy it. You don't know.
Hang on. Before you give your pick, McDane, before you give your pick, I love going last. because I fucking love hearing what you boys think about shit before it gets to me. Because y'all have my idea switched 3 or 4 different times, bro. And I'm ready to see what y'all think about this. Because I don't know who to pick either, bro. So my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no,
I'm
you go.
right there with you.
I've made my pick though. You gave me some time to think a little bit more.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Jim motherfucking Miller all day, baby. You know what I mean? This man, you know what I mean? He's gonna gas. Damon Jackson's probably gonna gas as it gets towards the end. And Jim Miller, as long as he ain't taking too much damage, that man can go all day. You know what I mean? So I'm backing Jim Miller to get this one done.
I love that energy. Jack, before I go to you, does Bruce Buffer introduce him as Jim fucking Miller?
No. If he was going to do it, he should have done it at US 300, son.
Sorry,
yeah,
he should have, bro. He should have.
But I'm still salty about that he didn't.
He should have. That was fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Nah, this is a tough one, man, because I kind of I feel the same way as y'all when it comes to Jim Miller, man. But I'm going to go with Damon Jackson because I know him. That's the only reason. We're splitting hairs. Like I feel like both of them have ways that they can win. It's going to be kind of an old school chess match in a sense because Damon Jackson, his grappling is pretty good, and we all know about what Jim Miller does in the grappling department. I think if it gets to that, then we'll see a really crazy high level scrambles going on between them two. So, but I'm going to go with Damon Jackson. One, because I do think that the cardio was an issue before, and that was at featherweight, but now this one is at lightweight. So I feel like he's going to feel a little bit better fighting here, and he finds a way to get it done.
So you're Jim Miller as well?
No, I'm going
Damon Jackson. I'm sorry. Damon Jackson, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw that comment below. Ultimate, do you agree with Ozzy down there? Does Jackson moving up in weight for this fight help his chin and cardio?
Chin, yes. I don't know about cardio though. Like I know that people tend to. It honestly just depends on how he kind of put on the weight, or maybe if that's just a more natural weight for him, right? Because one of the things that we've kind of learned is that if you put it on through muscle and things like that, like you can gas out more quickly. So smaller guys tend to have better cardio, but it's just kind of all a matter of like what his training regimen was to move up to lightweight and be there, right? I am kind of leaning towards Jim Miller. I don't know if that's the brain in me or the heart in me, right? Like I want him to get a win after what happened at UFC 300, right? Jim Miller's really good, like they said, an old school chess match. And I do think like that is a more natural weight class for him. So he's used to it. So, things might not feel as different there, but that, would I put my house on it? Absolutely not. But I'm going Jim Miller.
No. Honestly, what McDane said earlier was a great point. This is really not a fight you bet on at all. This is a fight you sit back and really just enjoy.
Yeah.
This is one of those fights that I was telling y'all, there's 2 or 3 fights that could be fight of the night. This is one of them. Jim Miller never puts on a boring fight, and Damon Jackson is fucking down to bang with anybody. And I love seeing him at 155, bro. So that's a great point there by Ozzy. I didn't even think about him stepping up in this. I'm just trying to kill time and think of my answer as well. Fuck. I'm going to go Jim Miller. I'm going to go Jim Miller on this one. I think the dog gets it done. I think somehow if it goes to the ground when they're standing up, Jim's going to sink in something for a submission. So give me fucking Jim Miller, baby. And Bruce Buffer, do it for the fucking people. We need Jim fucking Miller. Now,
bro went so loud his mic cut out.
His mic was like,
I tried to bring it back down. So, is there any other thoughts on that card or that fight before we move on to the card?
Sit back, grab a cold one, and fucking enjoy it, people.
Spark you a joint, drink you one, take you a shot, and just enjoy this fucking violence. Chris is getting with Jackson, but he will be a fan of Jim fucking Miller. It's hard not to be, brother. McDane, let me get that next fight, bro, whenever you got a chance, because I'm fucking pumped for this fight. And
this
another
is going to be a good one.
Shot.
This is one going to be a heavy hitter.
This is so disrespectful. I don't know why the fuck they're not on the main card as well. Disrespectful as shit, but we'll take it, baby. Super pumped to see the All-American against Eric, your boy Anders from Alabama, baby. Ultimate, let me start with you, brother. Who do you got?
Yeah, so you know what? I'm picking Eric Anders. I actually have an autographed Eric Anders UFC card.
So he's biased.
It's right
You're
here.
biased as shit.
Right here.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I think he's gonna win. I really do. He's the favorite. He does hit very hard. He's gotten a lot better over the last couple of years. And on top of this, I want this to go up in value. So Eric Anders, if you see this, don't let me down, buddy.
I respect it. Hey, I respect it. Jax, who you got, bro?
Man, I gotta agree with you, man. I'm going with Eric Anders. I mean, Chris Weidman ain't really won no fight since 2020. So I don't think he's gonna get started now. That
Bruno Silva one doesn't count, bro. That was some
Hey,
dumb
boys.
ass shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, boys. W is a W.
I mean, but everybody's beating Bruno Silva, so it's like, can
Yeah.
he really win anything?
Yeah, I was
I
about to
don't
say
know.
Bruno Silva.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, so man, I mean, I gotta go with Eric Anders, man. I think that
Jax,
I don't know, man. I just think that Chris is a little
Are you
bit.
even American,
further
bro?
along.
I expected these two boys to not
Eric
be the
is too.
All-American.
Eric's.
But he's not the All-American. But he's not the All-American. That's what I'm saying. You got to rock with my man. Had a bone out his leg 3 years ago, Jax. We got to rock with our dog here,
It's
baby.
impressive that he came back. I'm impressed that he came back. He didn't need to.
Third fight
He didn't
since.
need to, but he did. I'm impressed, but that ain't gonna win you this fight. So
I'm just trying to get these people on the wide
How paranoid would you be to throw a leg kick though after
Super
that?
paranoid.
Oh,
Like, I don't even know how you would ever throw a kick again. I'd just be like, tape my legs together. I'll just stand there with my hands. I'm never throwing a kick again.
and fuck Brad Tavares throwing leg kicks against Chris that fucking hard for his first fight back. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
First fight back,
You're
Brad
in
was whipping
you're in a
leg kicks.
Fight, bro. You're in a fight, though. Yeah,
I know.
I see if you walk
Brad
in there on
gets paid.
Friday and you're like, oh, that dude had a sore arm last week. I'm just going to take it easy on that arm.
yeah,
You're losing
wow.
that fight with that mentality. So when you're walk in there, I'm taking that leg home with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
New bones going on my
You're right.
mantelpiece. I'll leave it out for the ants to eat all the flesh off it and stick it up there nice and clean.
Yeah.
Can I be
Plus,
honest with y'all
they
for a
told
second?
Brad. They told Brad before the fight, if you win, we gonna double your pay. So you think Brad was gonna be like, "Oh, nah, it's cool. I'll let you get that."
That's a good point. And I'll be real honest with you boys. I feel like I'm hallucinating on acid right now, cutting weight, no water, and smoked the joint before I hopped on here. The fact that I'm even keeping this shit together with y'all and keeping words right, I'm pretty proud. But McDane.
There's words coming out, but the sentences ain't forming. Right?
Yeah, I know. My brain is so fucking foggy right now. Two more days, and we are good to go. McDane, come on, bro. Please tell me you're on my side here. Don't do this to me.
I'm going with the All-American Eric Anders.
Motherfucker.
Bro, Chris Weidman's like
Motherfucker.
62 years old, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, Mike Tyson,
Bro,
70.
like-
He's still fighting.
I don't-
And he shouldn't be.
Mike Tyson actually
I know,
70.
yeah.
There's no way that's true.
That's at
No.
the end. No, he's
Nah,
no,
he's
he's in
58.
fighting gears.
He's
In fighting gears, he's
Man was on
640.
Google there about to check that straight away.
I am. I need to make sure that's true.
58 years old.
58.
Yeah,
Okay. That's still old as
crazy.
fuck, though. But
That's still crazy, though, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, like.
Hey, we get that at the end of the show.
end of
And
the show.
to be
End of the
fair,
show. Okay.
to be fair, I will say the All-American is looking in good shape.
Woo!
But I've seen him on the embedded that I caught up on before once I got back from the hospital.
yard
And
work.
he is looking like he's in good shape. He played all in on poker and he won. That's the only thing he's winning this week. We ain't seen
Oh
him
my
getting
God.
anything else in this, brother. Yeah, I mean, like you say, these boys are going to scrap, but I think Eric Anders he's got that little bit more power. He's going to have more power leading into the later rounds and a little bit more energy still in the gas tank. So I'll go with Eric Anders in this one.
I think I might be by myself on this one, brother.
I'm
MMA
about to
nominee
make a
said-
name for myself here.
I'm about to make a name of myself. Sterling is the type of good guy to be like, my opponent broke his left arm. I'll only go for his right side. Brother, I wish I could say I am, but I really wouldn't. Fuck his left arm and his left side. Chris said he's rocking with Eric Anders. Chris Weidman is a legend, though. I do appreciate you for thinking about that, brother. Your boy Eric Anders versus he's still my boy Chris Weidman. Good to see the and then we got another Canadian piece of crap in the chat. But big up Leroy, always appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything you always do, my man. And you know what the vibes are, baby.
Leroy, you've been replaced. Sorry, bud.
What do you say?
You've been replaced. Sorry there, bud.
Sorry.
I thought Jordan Peterson turned up in the chat there.
Or what about Canadian Deadpool? Did y'all watch it?
Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Winnipeg, Canada.
No way. That's insane, brother. That is insane. My missus is from Winnipeg. I've got family over there too.
Get the hell out of here.
God damn. I'm there like every other year, bro. I'm in Winnipeg every other year. I swear to God.
Oh, that's
way. That's insane. I was not expecting Winnipeg.
That's crazy.
That is fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Brad Katona's a Winnipegger, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, he is, yeah. He's also a trader.
Every time I go to Canada, I'm like, please have a card in Winnipeg again. You know what I mean? They haven't had one there since what, 2017 or something, maybe even earlier than that.
I don't even remember them ever having a card in Winnipeg. If they
did,
I wasn't an MMA fan then.
Oh, bro, they had it 2017, I think it was. Might have even been 2014. It was a while ago, anyway. It was at the it was at the Bombers. I'm sure. Was that the Bombers?
Oh yeah.
What about this right here? Is this anything?
Do you know, the only baseball game I've ever been to is the Winnipeg Gold Eyes.
Oh no way! That's
crazy.
Funny.
I've actually got a ball upstairs.
Oh,
bro, no, imagine he's from Winnipeg. That is wild. That is wild.
What about Montreal?
Montreal's great.
No, it's not.
Leroy just said in the chat.
Like French.
Leroy said that's where it's at.
It's got a lot of fun stuff there.
I heard Montreal was like the dopest place up there, like the hypest place up there. I've only been to Toronto.
Toronto's jamming, bro. I went to Toronto for a week after we were in Winnipeg visiting family.
Jack, you went to Toronto?
I love Toronto. I thought it was wicked. Like, I really enjoyed it.
In my opinion, Toronto's fun to visit, but I would never want to live there. Traffic.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah, too many people.
Montreal, it's got kind of like a European vibe for Canada, which is which I like.
that's where I want to go, Montreal.
Nah.
Apparently, it's
Leroy's
there.
Comedy. Is this true? I don't want to go anywhere near it.
Toronto has a nice comedy festival up there. It's pretty dope.
Damn, I'm about to get a passport and see y'all boys in Toronto, baby.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope. But sorry not to spend an hour on Canada real quick. Let's get to this next fight, baby. We got 6 more fights to go, and I was like, we'll be here till midnight. This is an absolute scrap, boys. One of those fight of the nights I was telling y'all about. Jonathan Martinez versus Marcus McGee. This is fucking fire right here, boys.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this. This is going to be a fucking finish. Let me start off with Jax this time. My man's been going second every time. Jax, give me your thoughts on this, bro.
Dude, this is so tough to figure out, man, because
another one.
You got Jonathan Martinez, who's on a little bit of a skid, I guess you could call it skid, even though, I mean, who did he lose against? Aldo last?
Aldo, yeah.
So, I mean, there's no shame in that. But Marcus McGee, dude, like, he's been putting it on people, like, getting them out of there. And so, like, it's the perfect time for them to meet up to fight for that number. And so I think that I'm going to go with Marcus McGee, man. I'm actually leaning with Marcus McGee. I think that just the way he puts together his combinations and the ferocity that he fights with versus the way that Martinez kind of sits back and systematically tries to do it. I don't think McGee is going to give him time to do that. I think that McGee's I think he's going to finish him.
Hey, bro, literally exactly what I said, bro. Whoever wins this fight, it's going to be a finish. And we might all be rocking with you, Jax. McDane, who you going with, bro?
I'm right there too. You got big Marcus McGee. He's the favorite in the fight. Tapology has got it as Martinez is is where most of the picks, the community picks, are going with Martinez on this one by decision. I don't see this going to a decision, bro. I really don't. You know, I mean, the Maniac's going to come in there and do what the Maniac does, but yeah, I mean, Martinez can give it back too. He's crisp, he's slick, he puts the combinations together quite well himself. But I just think overall, like Jack said, like the tenacity of McGee, he's just coming in and putting dudes away, like putting them away in dominant fashion as well, like
brutal.
So I'm going with Big McGee, and then watching his cooking show on YouTube after that.
Yeah.
He has a cooking show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and he can skate.
Okay,
Like,
I was about to say that.
I thought you said something else. I was like, okay, I don't think they let you show that on YouTube.
No.
That's an accent problem, brother. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. We'll get there.
But Ultimate, what do you got?
You know what? Since I was a kid, I've always really been rooting for Archer of the Gorgonites, and I think he's going to win this upcoming Saturday.
He does look like
Marcus
He
McGee.
really does. He really does, bro.
Marcus
McGee.
I think Marcus McGee is going to take it. Like, he's got all the momentum on his side. His combos, like you said, are incredibly crisp. He's fighting for that number. And Martinez, as you said, is on a skid. Like, misery enjoys company, right? So it's one of these things that I think everything favors McGee going into this, except for maybe experience. So I'm going to go with McGee.
This is a full slate, boys. We're finally back on track here. We're going all McGee here. Y'all all have nailed perfect points. Like Nomley just said right there, too. You see on the screen. This dude is a fucking killer. I'm not saying Martinez isn't. This dude's leg kicks are fucking insane, but he just doesn't have that killer in him, bro. Not a lot of finishes from Jonathan Martinez besides leg kicks, and those suck like a motherfucker. But the way Marcus McGee puts people out, bro, you don't want your family to even tune into that shit. Like, you're getting put to sleep, bro. This is going to be another absolute fucking scrap. And can we just say, boys, we're not even at the main card yet. This is a fucking banger card. What do y'all think about this card before we move on to this next fight?
Can't complain with it so far, but will it live up to what we've just seen at Vegas 100? 8 out of 11 finishes, or 7, whatever. 8, I think it was, wasn't it? Because there was 11 fights on the card. Are we going to see that, or are we going to end up getting a sleeper card?
Like Edmonton? Are we going to get Edmonton again here, or what? But
oh, yeah. Jackson's going to be on the drinks.
Of course, man. Got to. This is a numbered card. I got to be on the drinks.
Saturday, I'm free. I'm a free man Saturday, so I'll be eating triple cheeseburgers, milkshakes, apple pies,
caramel flapjacks,
all the caramel flapjacks, all the fucking caramel.
Bro, you live in Texas. Like, all I can say is, supersize everything.
Oh, bro, trust me, bro. I got 3 places I'm going Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But
wait, hold up. I just want to touch on that, and that's coming from a Canadian, because when I went over to, I was about to say Canada. When I went over to Canada story, when I went over to Canada, I thought everything was massive, bro. So if you think that shit over there is supersized, well, down there, so the stuff in America must be even bigger portions than what you get in Canada, because the portions in Canada, I remember seeing somebody get a side salad in Canada. I was like, I could feed a family of 4. Like, god damn, look at the size of that. Yeah, I mean,
damn, is it really like that,
bro?
Dude, yeah, yes, it is.
What the fuck?
If you go somewhere else, like, seriously, like, traveling overseas, and you get like a regular size drink or whatever, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? If we get a regular size, just regular, like, that's their large. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
it's super size.
Like my man just said at the bottom, 100%. Shout out to in the chat, baby.
Texas sounds like my place.
Say, MMA Anomaly appreciated my Gorgonites thing, so thank you.
Hey, MMA Anomaly, he will.
That's because he's the content creator nerd. You gotta get the fighting nerds. He's the content creator nerd. You know what I mean?
Oh man, shout out Olin, man. That man's over there spamming air horns on his sound bar right now. Boys, I guarantee you we gotta finish with this next fight. Speaking of fighting nerds, shout out to Dane for talking that up out there. I just fucking Dwayne Wade LeBron James that motherfucking shit right there. But speaking of fighting nerds, boys, like Bahayo said, these motherfuckers are taking over, boys. I'm gonna start out with you, Ultimate. Who you got on this, brother? And what do you think about the fighting nerds, man? Just taking over the UFC right now.
Man, the fighting nerds are on another level right now. I don't know what is going on at that gym, but it's like some magic, right? Some shaman magic or something. Like, I don't know what they're doing there, but what they're doing is right. And so the thing is, back when I was watching UFC London, right? Bruno Brazil fought Molly McCann. And I was like, oh, I'm Molly McCann. And I put that in my thing. I circled it. I'm like, this is going to be the winner. And then I heard him announce, for out of the fighting nerds, I'm like, damn, I'm going to lose. So Mauricio Ruffy, he's going to do it. I think he's going to get the finish by knockout, by TKO. He is, they're just so good. They're so dialed in over there. By the way, something came out yesterday that what's his name? Who just fought? Carlos Prates smoked 8 cigarettes the day of his fight. Like, that's insane to me. But whatever they're doing is working. Like, they're so good.
Carlos Prates. And he probably took a couple shots away to the octagon. Them fools are fucking different breeds, bro.
Yeah.
Did you give your picks on that?
Ruffy's my pick.
Jax, who you going with, bro?
Hey man, I was talking to Lala just the other day, and we were talking about the fighting nerds. Like we were watching the Carlos Prates demolition of Neil Magny, and and then I threw it in the chat, and I was like, hey, who's everybody's favorite fighting nerd as far as like, you know, who do you think is gonna to do the best? And Mauricio Rufi is my favorite, man. That's the guy for me. Like, I think that he's super impressive, and the way that he moves, yeah, it reminds me of Conor, but like he does some interesting stuff as far as like takedowns and stuff he does in the clinch and things like that I didn't see from Conor. So I think that this dude is amazing. I think that he's got, you know, he's going to be somebody that's going to factor in the championship picture not too long from now, just like the other ones will. So I mean, I got to go with Rufi. This is a showcase fight. He needs to like get James out of here like in style.
Yeah, hey, and he will, bro. Have you seen, bro? Do you see some of his pad work on Instagram that he posts? Bro, it's some of the craziest shit. I'll show it to my coach, like, hey man, can we fuck around and make a video like this? And he's like, Bubba, that's not your style. But McDane, who you got on this, brother? Because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a clean sweep. And before we move on to that pick real fast, bro, I think Ozzy has a good point here that I didn't even think about with McGee and Martinez. McGee is southpaw, so the leg kicks might not be easy for Martinez. That's a really great point.
That's a shout. That is a fair shout.
That's a great point I didn't think about, bro. But back to this fight. Who are you rocking with, bro?
Rufio.
And I'm not talking drugs.
Yeah, I mean, that's to get that Peter Pan reference in there.
This motherfucker.
This dude's been trying to get a fucking fight for I don't know how long, and the only thing that I think of when I think of Mauricio Rufi is that super fucking scissor leg sweep that he flew halfway across the octagon to land. This dude is gonna put James Leontop into the ground, bro. Yeah, I mean, Leontop's coming off a 2-fight skid at the moment, and obviously that was against Borshev as well as Padilla. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting finished by Borshev and Padilla, what do you think Rufi is going to do to you, bro? Like, yeah, I mean,
and
he's just going to absolutely annihilate him. I can't wait to watch that fight.
And this is at 155, right, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, good. I'll just make a sure. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's lightweight. Bro, imagine if he didn't cut and wanted to step up a little bit. Imagine how much more flashier shit he could throw. But he's a dog, bro. We're going back to clean slate right here. This is going to be a nasty KO by the Fighting Nerds again, man. It just feels like they're on a card every single fucking week, bro. Every single week, one of these dudes
just put in the comments right now. He just said, he's like, the Fighting Nerds thing is super great marketing. I agree. And if I'm the Fighting Nerds right now, the coach, whoever's the part of that gym, I'm getting like 1 billion of those glasses for like 10 cents a piece from China, putting the tape around it and selling them for like $40, $50 a pop.
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, that's a really. I mean, you saw the picture they did with Khalil Roundtree, John Jones. All of them were wearing them too. So Kyle Bahayo just hands them out. I watched the Embedded 2 today, like McDane. Kyle just hands those fuckers out, bro. He's making sure they're on the map, man. So you got to respect the hustle, bro. And they never fucking lose, it seems like, bro.
Nope.
These fuckers are dangerous, man. They're on a run, bro. Who else is dangerous is this next fight. We got an absolute war right here, boys. McDane, you go ahead and pull this next fight up for me, bro, because I'm pretty sure this is the first fight of the main card, and I was not thinking about this fight. Never mind. We do not have a fucking war on our hands. We have a 3-round decision on our hands. I saw the next fight after this. That is on me, folks. I'm sorry for that hype build. Let's talk about this fight for 22 seconds. McDane,
come on, brother.
Come
on, brother.
Decision, 3 rounds. Grappling on the cage.
Nah,
This will be boring.
man.
Someone fucking clip this. This will be a 3-round snooze fest. Roll you a joint. Go get you a beer. Take some time outside. Walk your dog. McDane, start off with this, but like I said, we got 22 seconds on this fight.
Bro, Karine Silva is a killer. Yeah, I mean, she's the real deal. She's gonna come out there. She's gonna catch a neck, or she's gonna catch an arm, or she's gonna snap a knee. There's gonna be something going down. Viviana Araujo is obviously, she came off 2 losses, and then she won against Maya, and then lost against Natalia Silva. Yeah, I mean, so she's gonna be losing this fight. I'm gonna be backing Karine Silva in this one to, like I say, catch something. But I can see a finish. I don't think it's gonna be going to a decision. I can definitely see a finish in this one.
Jax.
Yeah, man. I've always been high on these Silva girls, Karine Silva, Natalia Silva. I did a whole video that had them in it not too long ago. I think same thing. I think Silva catches a neck, submits her. I don't think it goes to the judges. I think Silva's for real in this division.
I'm right here with Olin. I don't know what you two boys are on that I'm not on, but I'm right here with Olin. This fight should not be on the main card. This fight shouldn't.
It's called equality, diversion, and inclusion, brother. Yeah, I mean,
taking place in the United States.
Thank you, Chris.
This doesn't happen in Abu Dhabi, and it doesn't happen in Saudi Arabia. Just saying, in some ways, they have their priorities correct.
Man had to go all the way to the other side of the world to make that happen. Yeah, I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure McDane did say Karine Silva, but if not,
I said Karine.
Karine
is
Karine.
I'm picking
Karine.
Silva.
Are you talking about contagious rumors?
Contagious rumors, brother. Yeah, I mean,
Bruh.
you Americans, well, you North Americans.
Contagious rumors is on my UFC 5, man. I already made them, man. Contagious rumors about to get a belt.
Hey, shout out Contagious Rumors. Ultimate, who you got on this, bro? And please don't tell me you're saying finish as well.
No, I don't know, right? Like, I mean, my brain is telling me it's a female fight, so it's probably going to decision, and I think Silva's going to win that decision. That's kind of all there is to it. Does she have the capability to finish? Sure, but like how out of all the female fights that you've seen, I can think of maybe 3 or 4 that actually end in a finish, and most go to decision. And 3 out of those 4 are Amanda Nunes. So
yeah, bro, I took it off. Oh yeah, bro. McDade's moving mad in the back.
Yeah,
I wish y'all do. Yeah, boys, we're not even gonna spend 10 more seconds on that. Get to the fucking next fight. I'm disappointed that fight's on the main card. Paul Craig versus Bo Nichols to start off the real main card. All right, because we're getting so much action from that prelims. You're gonna see the fighting nerds. Martinez, McGee, there's so much action. So you're going to need to wind down, go breathe. Those 2 bitches will go to decision. And then when you come back, you'll hear, Bo-Kitty! And Bo Nichols walking out. McDane, if you don't rock with your fellow countrymen here, I'm going to be fucking disappointed in you, brother, because I'm rocking with them. Bo-Kitty, McDane, give me a pick for Bo-Kitty.
Oh, far of Scotland, when will we see your like again that fought and died for? You'll be Hill and Gwen and stood against him. Scotland! That's how it goes. Yeah, I'm going with Bo Nichols.
Oh.
Bro.
Is that who you're really going with?
I'm going with Bo Nichols. Yeah, I mean, fucking dude's got hands, and the dude's got wrestling. Well, Paul Craig got fucking. Paul Craig's got a fucking triangle. That's about it, brother. Yeah,
Whoa.
I mean, man's got no hands. Dude, literally was like, this old lion's got a wee bit left in him. Yeah, I mean, it's like, no, you didn't, mate. Like, sit the fuck down. This man's just gonna steamroll him first round, out of there. Good night. See you later. Alvida saying, catch you.
After all Mel Gibson did for y'all, made that movie, all the shit that we've done for y'all, and that's how you want to fucking repay
what, by backing one of your boys? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I'm not rocking with him. I'm going Pokey.
Jesus H Christ.
I'm Pokey till I die over here. Ultimate, give me your thoughts, brother. Versus Pokey.
So here's the thing: everybody who's ever anybody who's on the cusp of becoming a world champion in either 205 or 185 basically has a loss on the resume, and that loss on the resume is to Paul Craig via triangle.
Yeah,
so
let's go.
if Nichols wants to get anywhere near a championship, he might want to stick his head and arm in there and get put in a triangle, because it seems like that's the best base for moving on even further, right? But in all seriousness,
Canada. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
So
Unite over here.
And then the other thing worth pointing out is, like, the only two people who do this intimidation thing who cannot back it up are Paul Craig and Ian Cutelaba. Like, they should be brothers somehow, because they like run in, they do that like stare down, they just look at each other, and then they go lose. So I'm gonna be picking Bo Nickel in this one. But if Bo Nickel ever wants to become a champion or very close to a champion, he might want to consider, that triangle.
And here's the thing they have in common: they both paint their faces at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
And you know what Paul Craig paints his face? The fucking flag of Scotland, the pride of fucking Scotland, and then his bullying fellow countrymen don't even fucking rock with him. Paul Craig. Jax, where you going with this, bro?
Come on, man. Bo Nickel
Come on, man.
He ain't supposed to lose this fight. Come on.
Shit.
Everybody knows that this is a fight that he's supposed to win, and he's supposed to win impressively.
Let's give him a veteran's name.
We saw what happened, so he got enough of it. He's supposed to knock this dude out, so that's what he's gonna go in there and do. So it should be light work. If it's long, if it goes long, then you can see the Bo Nickel stock price drop in the fight. You're gonna see it dropping.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I think Bo needs it down.
What I would recommend to Bo is, if he drops him, just stand that motherfucker back up. Don't try and work your way in there, because he's going to start grabbing an ankle. He's going to trying to twist up a knee. He's going to try and do some shit. You know what I mean? Just step back, but stand up, bitch.
I'll be real honest with y'all. My heart rate's like 167 right now. I'm cutting weight as I'm sitting here. I am just melting. I am dripping through this jacket.
That's crazy.
I mean, I am sweating so much right now. It is insane. This is the second bottle of water.
How much you still got left to go?
I got 8 pounds, dude, but we weigh in Thursday morning.
Go and take a shit. That'll be gone.
No, I'm pretty lightheaded now, but fuck all that. We all picked Paul Craig. Let's get to the next fight.
Don't fall out your chair.
Hey, I swear to God, 10 seconds ago, I was like sitting here and I was like, oh shit, we're still on. So let's go. Paul Craig, full sweep around here, folks. Let's get to the next fight, baby. McGee, if you can pull that up for me. But I do appreciate y'all's takes on that. Y'all do have a really good point. Is this the next fight?
It is the next fight. Bro.
Do Bronx.
Whoa, hang on. This is no way this is the next fight.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It is.
That was only 2 fights for the main. Paul Craig and then the girls.
No, Ruffy's on the main card.
Mm-hmm. He opens it up.
Yeah, I'm fucking tripping. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna start off with you, McCain. Who you rock with in this co-main rematch for Charles Oliveira and Michael? See you at the top, Chandler, who is not looking healthy.
He's not looking too healthy at all. He's looking pretty damn skinny. Yeah, I mean, so I don't think we'll be seeing him at the top. Just the inactivity for Chandler, bro. I mean, he's been out for quite a while, and I know, like, physicality-wise, he's an absolute animal, and the way he comes into fights, he's far too aggressive. He almost had Chandler out of there in that first fight. Chandler almost had Chandler out of there. He almost had DuBronx out of there in that first fight, but then DuBronx came back and just put it on him. You know what I mean? And I feel like the activity of DuBronx and the people that he's going up against is going to weigh into this heavily. And I just feel like he's gonna take it again. Chandler has been talking about being different, approaching the fight a little bit different. He's not going to come in all hot-headed, but I feel like once he gets in there and he gets cracked, or if he lands a shot, that's all going out the fucking window, son, and he's just going to start doing what he normally does. You know what I mean? But he did say he's going to have a bit more of a patient approach. If he feels like a finish is coming, he's going to step back and just wait and just keep working on it and get there to get the finish. But nah, I think Olives is going to get this one done.
You know what else we need, McDane? We need more supporters of their home country.
Well, you ain't gonna get that on. You ain't gonna get this on this show, son. You know what I mean?
No,
no Paul Craig. Give me one. Give me a quick Paul Craig for me.
Bro, I think if you fucking scream Paul Craig one more time, you're gonna pass out.
Dude, I swear to God, I am fucking right there. That's why I'm not
Paul Craig.
That was I don't know why I did that, and I was like, dumbass, you just took all your energy out of you for the rest of the week. So you're rocking with Charlie Olives?
Mm-hmm. Charlie Olives all day, baby.
Charlie Olives, Jocks. What you got, bro?
All right. So I'm gonna give my pick for my next two because I gotta bounce and get this little boy.
No. I appreciate you being here, bro.
But I wanted to say this before I go. So I mean, when it comes to Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira, like McDane really nailed it as far as like the inactivity. That's the thing that sticks out the absolute most. And I feel like when you're outside of the octagon, like ring rust is real, man. I think it's real. Not in the sense of you forget how to fight, but it's the feeling of being in there fighting is new again. And so I feel like when he's trying to figure that out, Charles is going to already be going to work. So I feel like it's Charles's fight to win. And if he loses, man, like Charles knows this knocks you down a peg when it comes to the title picture, and he wants desperately to get back there. So I think Charles does what he needs to do to get this win. But I will give you my next pick too before I go.
Go ahead, bro.
There's no way John Jones loses this fight, right?
Damn, I was going to say there's no way John Jones wins this fight.
He's supposed to win this fight. Like Stipe already looks slow. He looks slow in every promo. He looks slow walking. Everything that he does is slow. And so with that being the case, like John, he has where Michael Chandler has a C- fight IQ. John Jones has an A+ fight IQ. He has a C- life IQ. That's his problem. But I think that John Jones walks out of this with the belt, and we never see that dude again.
Jax, is that a mic drop moment?
I think he leaves. He ain't fighting Tom Aspinall. We know that. Come on.
Hey, real quick, let me give you this before you go, because we're gonna talk about the main right after this fight, so you won't be here. I think if it's a close fight, he retires. I think if he dominates Stipe, bro, I think he takes the Tommy fight.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting.
It's interesting as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I do appreciate you being here. I know you got to get going to the kids. But bro, thank you so much for being here, bro. Thank you for your picks. And I know you're about to leave, but who you got, Tyson or Paul?
This fight.
You got to go.
I'm gonna go with Tyson though, because that's my boy.
Gotta rock with him, baby. We appreciate you, Jack. If you're not already, follow the man making the walk. It'll be scrolling by here in a second. I appreciate you, bro. I'll text you after this, and we'll make something happen, big dog. Thank you so much for being here, Jack.
All right, y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
Nice meeting you. Take care.
But back to the co-main, real quick, Ultimate, before we get to the main.
Yeah, sure thing. So I mean, I think it, like everybody said, ring rust is real. Charles Oliveira is by no means cooked. Like that fight with Arman Tsarukyan, split decision loss, right? He had him in several submission holds. A lot of people thought he won, right? And I think Michael Chandler's inactivity is going to pay. And, he's brash, he's explosive, and unless he gets him out of there within the first couple minutes of round one, I don't think he's got much of a chance otherwise. So I'm thinking Charles Oliveira.
Charles Oliveira. I'll be real honest with you, boys. I was going to pick Michael Chandler, but y'all are making it real hard for me to fucking pick him now. I think y'all are spot on all this, bro. Just the inactivity.
Stick to your guns, brother.
It's just, bro, I don't.
You're not going to back your boy? You're not going to back your countryman?
Let's not forget, right? He's also 39 years old, something like that. Oliveira's 33, right? Statistically, after you pass 35, like the odds of you winning against a younger guy is slim to none, right? Like, look at the stats. So that's another thing to consider, right? Chandler's 38.
That is a huge thing to consider, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, I'm gonna go Charles, bro. I'm gonna go Charlie Olives here. He's just a fucking killer. No, bro. I know, bro. I feel like you picking against Paul Craig.
Red coat motherfucker over here. Yeah, I
mean. Dude, it's just hard seeing how Chandler looks, and then the dude's been in a training camp basically for 2 straight years now, bro. Charlie Olive's been active. He's been fighting. He's been waiting on a fight since he got that cut on his eye. And then who was his last fight? Sarukian in 300?
Yeah.
So, dude, he's been waiting to fight since April. His last fight was April, boys. Mm-hmm. Michael Chandler wasn't fucking even active, I don't think.
Fucking even active?
I know, I might be Paul Craig now. I'm Scottish. But yeah, bro, it's just really hard after y'all hear all the results on that and just hearing the explanation. It's hard to want to still rock with Chandler on that. And he just looks so rough, bro. He just doesn't look like he normally is before a fight. And I think if he takes that same attempt of just going out there and just saying, fuck it, I'm going to go Tasmanian Devil on this dude, you're not going to last that long with Charlie, bro. And if it goes to the ground, he's fucked. And we've already seen this fight before, so it could play out the exact same way. And in the second round, it's Charlie Olive's time. But boys, let's get to the main event here. Let's get to why the real.
Just before we do that, here. I think you made a good point there. I've lost my juice. I think you made a good point there of we've seen it in the past. Because if he does, so in the past he had that explosive attitude going towards it where he rocked him and then he tried to get the finish and then Charlie always brought it back and managed to rock him as well and then, took the fight. And in this one, he's saying that he's going to be a little bit more patient. So if he gives Olives that extra bit of time after he rocks him, it's again, like even if he does manage to rock him, it's not going to work in his favor because he's just going to recover. Then he's going to come back and do what he did last time. But that was a great point that you made there.
Well, and remember, right? Like everybody's had that strategy. Poirier had that strategy. Gaethje had that strategy, right? When they fought him for the belt, like they were like, okay, I've heard him, let him back up, right? And then he came back to get the sub, right? So yeah, absolutely, I agree with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, boys. I hate Leroy. Hey, we got to take this Canadian dude over Leroy McDane. I don't know if you see what this guy's talking about in the chat. We got to get him out of here. Let's take him out the group chat. Hey, Ultimate, you know how to edit. You know how to fucking put this shit together. we got a fucking Canadian dude that's about to bounce off the squad, baby. But this is a really good point right here, bro. Before we move on to the main event, Chandler is really gonna be like a pit bull off the leash, I think. But bro, Tua, I think that's gonna fall into Charlie's favor, bro. And the way they spar at shoot to box, and just the way he gets down. And he's seen it before. He knows how to fight Chandler. He literally has been in there with Chandler. So he's not going to be surprised by it. And Chandler might be less explosive than what he was back then. So this is really hard for me to rock with my boy. Full turnaround. I'm going Mikey Chandler, baby. I'm going the American. Michael Chandler gets it done. Second round KO. Thank you, Ultimate. I'm backing my people. And that's how you back your country.
We have literally just discussed how he said he's not going to be a pit bull off the leash. And now you turn it right around.
He won me over right here with this comment.
Owen,
I was like, you know what,
bro?
Murica.
There you go. Invite sent your way, my man.
Was that a little soundboard from McDade right there, baby?
No, no soundboard. USA.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you being here, Apples and Grapes. I appreciate you, big dog. But boys, if there's no other thoughts on Charlie Olive versus Chandler, let's get to the main event, baby. Let's do it. McDane, I was about to say, you ain't got to scroll any more past that, bro. This is the fight we've been waiting 2+ years for. We have been waiting so long for this. It was supposed to happen last November. We've had to wait a whole year just to get it back. I think who's more hurt than us waiting for this is Tommy Aspinall. I'm very excited to see who McDane has going into this. And, brother, what do you think is next for John Jones and Stipe Miocic after Saturday night?
So do you want my breakdown pick and then that, or do you want to know that?
Yep, just like that.
Just like that.
Give me the air horn.
Let's go, boys. Yes, let's go. We're back.
Jack's out, Olin in, baby. We keep it rolling, folks.
I don't know what mic this boy uses. I don't know what filters he puts over his mic, and I swear to God, I need to get me some of it too. Like your voice every time you join a stream is so clear, clean, and crisp. And again, just like Leroy said, brother, you got a face for the radio. Like,
well, thank you. I do it just for you, my friend. Just for you.
It's so good. I need to get me that mic. I really need to get that mic. What
Fun fact, it's actually been discontinued. But you can
Damn it.
still buy them on Amazon, and they're very cost effective. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, you send me that link.
Hey,
You
shout
send me
out
that link.
Olin just tagging in like that, baby.
Brother, we stay
Let's
ready.
go.
We stay
Ladies
ready.
and gentlemen,
Let's go.
are live.
Olin,
to
you
get
gave
my
me a boost.
soundboard
I was hallucinating for a second, but I'm clearing back up now, baby. McDay.
We're back, baby. We're
Stowen,
back.
Stowen, who are you talking to, brother? Owen's not even here.
But you see what I gotta deal with over here, bro?
Yeah,
You see
the
what I'm dealing with?
bullshit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want to be in a house tripping with me because I'll send you under. Anyway, so let's get back to this fight, folks. We
Go ahead,
have
bro.
John Jones, just like Jack said. You know what I mean? Like, he is not set up to lose this fight. This is another one of those Dana White's put this in the pipeline. Let's get him this fight. He's going to beat the greatest heavyweight of all time, and he's going to sail off into the sunset as the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Like, Stipe's looking slow, inactivity. Yeah, I mean, there was an injury in there for him. I know obviously there was for John as well, but his pectoral, but he's recovered from that. He's been training with Gordon Ryan. Like, I don't think he's planning on standing too much with Stipe. Stipe's obviously still going to have a bit of power in his hands. That's the last thing to go, but I don't think the speed's going to be there for him to get it done. Even though John Jones didn't look great on his feet with his movement or anything before he got that takedown with Gall. He looked a bit heavy, he looked a bit sloppy, but he's had a bit more time to work with that body now, even though it took him 3 years to get to that size. I think obviously being out for that long and not being in the cage kind of shown in that fight before he landed the takedown, but I still see him taking this one. As for what he does after it, I mean, I don't know if he's playing the troll game. I don't know if he's really just like doing these bits of like, I'm fighting Tommy, ain't got nobody's name to him and blah, blah, blah. And then you get everybody all backing it up, like all the John Jones cooks backing it up online too. And it's just like, right, cool. That's where you want to go with. You want to have the ignorance and like just the blindness to it all. Then cool, you rock and roll with that. Will he fight Alex Pereira? Will he just release the belt and then go and fight Alex Pereira? I don't see him doing that either, to be honest with you. We're going to do it in catch weight. Like, is Alex going to be the same if he comes up to heavyweight? Like, and the game plan on that one is, all right, I'm going to beat the greatest heavyweight of all time. Then I'm going to beat like the rising star of the UFC at the moment. You know what I mean? Or the face of the UFC. Then I'm going to sail off into the sunset. But whether he retires, he's still under contract. He's still got 6 fights or 7 fights left on his contract. So I'm not too sure. Yeah, I mean, I think he's playing the troll game. I would like to see him fight Tom, whether he will or he won't. I think he knows that's probably a real threat to him losing that belt and not having a win on his record as he sails off into the sunset, because he doesn't need the money. So why would he fight Alex? It's not a money fight. Like, I don't know if that's much of a legacy fight either. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, bro. And before I get to you, Ultimate, to get your thoughts, bro, you made 2 really good points there, bro. If he beats Stipe and then takes out Tom, bro, you're the baddest motherfucker to ever do this shit, and there would never be nobody like you again, and that will go on for history, bro. And you dip after that, bro, nobody will ever ask you to come back. There will be nothing holding over your head. There will be no whispers in the background. You're that motherfucker. And then number 2, bro, like you said, I think he is trolling us, bro. I think he's been trolling us this whole time to get us more invested into this fight. He's really doing a good job of selling this fight. Him and Stipe are doing a great job, because nobody fucking knows if this is the last fight we see either of these gentlemen in, win or lose. It's fucking kind of crazy.
I think Stipe is a definite adios, see you later.
You don't think he fights Tommy if he wins, Stipe?
No.
So then what happens to Tommy?
He just becomes champ. Yeah, I mean, moves from interim champ and just gets set up straight into the champ. You're laughing as if I'm just saying that like because it's Tom, but no, that's exactly what would happen. What else are they going to do? Make him fight for an undisputed belt when he's already had to defend a fucking interim title, which is ridiculous in the first place.
No chance. There's no chance. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right,
What are your
McDane.
thoughts, bro?
Yeah, so I mean, like, first of all, a lot of people are upset that this fight is even happening with Stipe, and I, for one, think that this is great for Stipe, right? I think that for what Stipe has done for the sport, for what he's done for the heavyweight division, this fight He's probably going to lose, but he still has some skills that could counteract Jon Jones. But let's be honest, right? Everybody's picking Jon Jones to win. So for me, this is a good fight to send Stipe off, retire him. Thank you, sir, for all your service. Thank you for the greatest heavyweight that's ever done it. Now, when it comes to what he's doing next, one of the things that I started thinking about earlier today was the fact that go back to the time that he said he was coming up to heavyweight. And this was around the time that Francis Ngannou was the heavyweight king, right? Too bad we never got to see that fight happen. But what was Jon Jones gunning for at the time? Jon Jones was gunning for the super fight, right? Jon Jones was gunning for the fight that would make history, like the McGregor versus Khabib, but only with his face on the poster, right? So to me, what he's doing right now is he's trying to downplay Tom Aspinall, and he's basically trying to pick one of two lanes, either Pereira or Aspinall, as a way to build up this super fight and get himself the paycheck that he wants in order to take that fight. So that to me is the play here. Maybe he's trolling. Maybe he's trying to make Aspinall look worse. I'm not exactly sure what the angle is for him to get his way, but I think ultimately his goal here is to try to get a super fight either with Pereira or with Aspinall. Now, another person on his list that he mentioned was Francis Ngannou, but let's be real, right? Dana would die before he let that happen.
McDane, you're muted. McDane, you're still muted. Shut up, crossover in the chat, baby.
I was saying what's happening, crossover. That's what I was shouting.
But I'm still listening to you, though.
I don't think we're gonna see that Ngannou fight either. Like I say, he's under contract still, so even if he retires, it's not like he can go off somewhere and fight, whether it's boxing or MMA, because we've discussed before. Would we see those two in a boxing match? I don't think we would either. But yeah, that contract is going to bound that man whichever way that he goes.
Anomaly. Give me your thoughts, brother.
I mean, I agree with both of these fine young gentlemen. Ultimate Punching, nice to meet you. Haven't had the pleasure just thus far. And McDane, I mean, just always fucking spitting facts. So I agree with both these guys. Look, I'm just going to lay out what I think would be the dankest timeline of all times, right? Picture it with me if you can. Close your eyes and go to Fairy Tale Land with me.
We'll go on a journey.
We're sitting
together
here watching UFC 309. Okay, you know, S-Dog's already in Fairy Tale Land. He's already just in a dark blanketed space himself right now. I was actually genuinely starting to get concerned.
Hey,
I thought something
I'll break the fourth. No, hey, could you imagine if I didn't ever come back?
Just
all we hear is
hey, mid analysis, just. And then McDane's like, somebody call this motherfucker. Nah, boys, my bad. To break the fourth wall. Shout out, we got 106 people in the chat, baby. We big appreciate
let's go.
Everyone on Twitter, get your ass over here. Go support the boys on YouTube because I am about to pass out. But the reason why I still want to hear what you're saying, Olin. The reason why I had to go real quick, my laptop was on 2% there, so we were about to lose this whole fucking show. But Olin, keep going, bro.
So the laptop is running on just as much energy as Sterling himself is, folks. That's a real solidarity play by the laptop, if you ask me. Now, again, picture with me, if you will. We are watching UFC 309, right? The co-main event is just about to begin when all of a sudden, Jon Anik comes over the commentary mic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some unfortunate news tonight. It appears as though Stipe Miocic has had to pull out due to medical reasons. Jon Jones will now face Tom Aspinall in the main event right after this fight. And then picture with me. Charlie Olives gets it done. Okay? He fucking finishes Michael Chandler in the most beautiful fashion. And then Jon Anik. Once again, you hear his beautiful voice over the mic and the camera pans to him. Unfortunately, Jon Jones will not face Tommy Aspinall tonight. Both fighters have had to pull out, and we are waiting for an update on rescheduling the bout. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but disappointment is in the air tonight. I mean, look, that's what I think is going to happen. If Stipe pulls out, Jon is not going to fight Tom on short notice. Jon wouldn't fight Tom with a full fucking fight camp because there's nothing to gain and everything to lose. And Dana probably doesn't want to see it happen either because it's not really going to do him any favors with Tom. Tom's already a rising star. He doesn't need the Jon Jones win at this exact point in his career, right? He could just keep steamrolling the rest of the division, and he'll still make a hell of a name for himself. Ooh, he's about to make a name for himself out here. But
real quick though, Olin. Olin, before you keep going, You know what else John Anik would say? Catch me on That Talks MMA Talk, episode 33, folks. Yes, sir, we're still locked in and live, and the view's still out, baby. That's what else John would say. But keep going, brother. My bad to interrupt you. That's just what.
No, you're good, brother. You're good.
I just want to jump in real quick. So that would be one. I honestly see if that happened. That'd be the greatest fucking thing to ever happen in the heavyweight division.
It would make heavyweight more entertaining than it's been for the last 10 years.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
It'd be so fucking cool.
Just on the back of it, do you think? I mean, I know you, but John won't say. I mean, Sergey was the backup fighter for the last time, and he wouldn't fight Sergey.
No,
I wonder why that was. Yeah, I mean,
I wonder why that was.
And at the same time,
it's all risk, no reward for him.
With the card already active, it's live. You're in the middle of it. Boom, he's not going to make it to the octagon. Tom Aspinall's going to have to step in. Do you think Dana will let John say no? Do you think that he's the backup fighter? He's weighed in. You've weighed in. You cannot refuse.
Damn,
it's on the night. It's in the middle of the broadcast.
I mean, with all due respect, what's Dana gonna do to him? Like, this is Jones' last fight. He's made it known that he doesn't really care to fight again after this. And if he does, he wants to fight for the bullshit fairy tale title against Poatan for the BMF belt. Which, I mean, a guy that's had one fight in the last 5 years wants to fight for the BMF belt? That doesn't add up. Maybe someone else can help me with the math there.
He's still got that contract over him, so it'd be cool. You ain't getting paid for this bout. You ain't getting paid for weighing in, and you ain't ever fighting anywhere else ever again, son, because I've still got 6 contracts to your ass. And then he'll probably go with some litigation, because there's going to be something in the contract there that he has to step up if the person makes weight.
Need a backup.
Yeah, he needs a backup.
To be a backup fighter, like both people in the contract have to like basically sign and say, hey, they'll fight you if one of these guys.
Yeah. All right, so there'll be litigation in there somewhere that if he doesn't do
John Jones is literally going to go and just say he got the runs, bro. Like
he'll make
the announcement, and then an hour later he's going to be like, I can't do it. I can't. Something's wrong with me medically.
Let's just quickly go back to this comment, Sterling. Leave it there a minute. So we need a backup. I guarantee Alexander Volkanovski's sitting in that crowd piece,
foaming at the mouth, salivating.
He's like, put me in, coach.
I come from a land down under.
Here's the thing, right? With John Jones, to me, the way to end the story, right? The way to end the journey, right? And he's probably not going to do this, but for me, the way to end the journey is for him to actually go back down to light heavyweight and fight Alex Pereira there, right? Because he ruled that division for so many years. He gave it up because he got bored. He goes up to heavyweight, wins the title, defends the title, right? And then he's like, okay, you know what? Somebody else has my crown back there. I go down 205. They fight it out. Then he retires. To me, that puts like a bow on top of the present that is his career.
Bro, it'd take him 2 years to get back down to light heavyweight.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I would agree with you, Ultimate Punching, but at the same time, like, he just put on 55 pounds across 3 years. It's going to take him another 3 to 5 to take that shit off. Like, he's not just like chubby now. Like, he's a large man.
No, yeah, I see that point. I did say, like, if he can. I don't even know if he can, but you're absolutely right on that point.
I mean, like, for me, like, I know for a fact I've put on 25 to 30 pounds since, like, 2019, 2020 when COVID started. Nice. It would fuck you. No, it's not nice. I feel so much heavier now.
Yeah, bro.
But I know it would be a bitch for me to get back to like what I weighed pre-COVID. And that's about the time span John Jones took to get in the shape he's in now, except he put on twice as many pounds as I did. Yeah. I couldn't imagine trying to drop, like, he's dropping a small child's worth of weight like off of him at that point. It's tough. I mean, could I see it happen? Absolutely. But I couldn't see it happen before 2026.
Yeah, and at that point he's 40, right? And Pereira's 42.
Then we're literally like, watching another Stipe situation right now. Yeah. You got to strike while the iron's hot. I think Alex would go up though, because Alex is a crazy son of a bitch. I think if Dana White would agree to have a contract written up for a heavyweight bout between him and John Jones, he'd do it, and he'd probably put the BMF belt on the line. And then John Jones would be able to have yet another thing over everyone he's fought. A third belt, even if it doesn't matter.
McDane, what were you going to say about the weight?
Oh, fuck, it's gone. I was going to say in the last year, I've put on about 20 pounds myself. So we can rock and roll. That ain't going to be easy to come off. But now my missus just texted me an update, boys, and this baby might be coming in about 6 hours time. Let's go!
Oh, let's go!
Whoop.
I'm happy
So
to thank you.
I better get some fucking beauty sleep because I'm about to make a name for myself.
I'm about to make a name of myself.
That's one of the greatest lines ever.
You know how long he been waiting for this? He about to make a name for himself out here.
But is that everyone's kind of final thoughts on the John Jones Steve Miocic fight?
Yeah, fuck John Jones. Tommy Aspinall, Tommy Aspinall. Na 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 na. Tommy Aspinall, Tommy Aspinall.
Guys,
got it on the soundboard.
I'm a normal person from a normal house, and normal people can do great things. Yeah, you're also 6'8" and 260 pounds. Doesn't matter. I'm a normal guy from a normal house.
Hey, listen to this, man. 6'8", and all I was a 4 red shorter than him. Remember that, Sterling. You know what I mean?
Hey, I took a picture with Sean O'Malley. He came up to my waist, boys. So just know that. I would send you the picture, but my phone's fucking up. But show's not over, folks. The show is not over. We still got one more fight we need to talk about.
Perfect timing.
Hey.
Perfect timing.
Timing is one of the most important aspects of the fight game.
brother, that was fucking crispy, and I'm not talking fried chicken. Boys, we got, I wouldn't say a big fight, but we got a great weekend ahead of us. We got Gamebred FC. We got Fights Friday. We got Bare Knuckle Fights Friday. We got one of the best cards coming up this Saturday. We got football Sunday. And you know what else we got Friday, boys? On Netflix, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Olin, let me...
It's time to talk about some boxing, folks. But I'm going to let Ultimate Punching jump in because he's ready.
Shout out McGee, slide that in there. Woo!
Ultimate Punching sounds like he's got some karate combat love to share.
Go ahead.
Well,
man.
I mean, they're doing their karate kickback, I believe. It's in Bangkok, Thailand, so it's going to be at like 6 a.m. or something like that. But this upcoming Thursday,
folks, you heard the man. If you want to watch some karate combat on Thursday, let's fucking get after it, huh? And with that being said, we have a boxing match to talk about. Sterling, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I mean, you might drink as much whiskey as I do on a normal night after you watch Mike lose, huh? Or wait, that's the same night as your match, huh?
No, I'm Friday.
This is Friday.
Oh,
or no, it's Saturday?
I thought this was Friday.
No, that's an old poster, brother. It moved to Friday.
Saturday.
Is it Saturday? Hold on.
Fuck, yeah, I ain't gonna watch that shit then. Damn.
Hold on.
No, it's definitely Friday. There's no way it's Saturday.
Is it Friday?
I was going to say it's Friday. I literally am picking up my boy. He's flying out for 3:09. I'm like, bro, I'm going to be driving to the fucking airport while Mike Tyson's walking out for you. That's the only reason I know.
I'm only in duck, guys. I just hit Google up and just picked the first picture that came.
No, I appreciate you.
You've got a kid that's literally going to arrive into the world in about 6 hours. So, I mean, you should probably be concerned with other dates.
Yeah, the fact that you're still here, respect. But, and shout out everyone in the chat still here. Everybody's here popping with the boys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't remember none of this episode. I didn't even remember Jack's leaving. I've been assuming this is how the panel's been the whole time. But, Ultimate, let me start out with you, bro. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, what are your thoughts and who do you got?
Well, this is the fight that they seem hell-bent on doing, even though I don't want to see it, right? Because I love Mike Tyson. I have a love for everything that he's done for boxing, and I think there's a reason why Father Time is undefeated, right? Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Jake Paul is what, 26, 27, 28 maybe? Yeah. I don't even know, but I think youth will prevail here, and I think Jake Paul's going to get the job done. Will he get a finish? I don't know. They did say it's a fully sanctioned bout. Knockouts are out, all these other kind of things. But are they actually going to make that happen? Is that going to help, Jake Paul's reputation, marketability, all that kind of stuff? I don't know, right? But when all's said and done, I think Jake Paul's going to take this one.
Olin?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jake Paul's probably going to take this one. Look, it's another Jake Paul fight, right? Like, he's fighting someone that's about 20 plus years older than him, somebody that's been retired for about a decade, if you don't include the exhibition match between Roy Jones Jr. just a handful of years ago. I mean, the kid in me wants to see Mike Tyson win. And I know that he's got a puncher's chance. Anybody does. But Mike Tyson, that puncher's chance goes up exponentially just based on who the fuck he is, right? But at the same time, if you look at Jake Paul, like, I've said the same thing about Colby Covington because I'm not a fan of his whole shtick outside of the octagon. The worst thing about this kid is how good he's gotten. He's gotten tremendously better. He has improved. He has no option but to improve, right? Because he has what seems like unlimited funds to get better. And with unlimited funding comes unlimited bodies, unlimited training partners, and unlimited supplements that you're not really getting tested for in his boxing matches. So, look, I mean, I think this is exactly what happens when you take someone who is a prime killer in the sport that is far out of their expiration date. You put them on all the drugs they can possibly get on, and you put them in there against a young man with not even an eighth of the experience. Again, the hopeful in me wants to see Mike Tyson get it done. And I think that if he does go to the body early on, we could see him go out there and get it done. He is fighting at, I believe, about a 5-inch reach disadvantage here. 71-inch reach versus 76-inch reach of Jake Paul. So he's going to have to get on the inside and make it a dirty fight. Spoiler alert, that's what he did for his entire fucking career. So this is nothing new for him. He's going to go in there and he's going to be fighting a young, hungry kid. And hopefully that killer version of Mike, the God of War, comes out and shows up. Because if the normal man, Mike Tyson, shows up, it's unfortunately going to look like a man that's in his 50s getting beat up by a man that's, in a much fresher time period of his life.
And why do you think we haven't seen Vitor Belfort fight again since he beat the fuck out of Evander Holyfield? I don't know if y'all remember that even happening. That was 3 or 4 years ago.
Felt like a fucking fever dream, bro.
Bro, beat the shit out of Evander Holyfield. And we haven't seen Vitor fight since. So I don't think the same thing will happen with Jake just because everyone knows how dangerous Mike is. What?
Whoa.
What? The fuck just happened?
You guys keep talking. I'll bring it up.
I don't want to talk no more. What the fuck happened?
You were at Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort fought. You didn't know that?
No. I'm just saying you keep saying what you were saying, bro.
Old gloves for UFC 309 are apparently happening.
Gloves apparently happening at UFC 309.
Wait. Old glove aesthetic or the old gloves are coming back?
Old gloves are coming back.
This is fucking what a shit show.
Whoa, hang on. Hang on. Where are you seeing this? What the fuck just happened?
So John Jones is already making new rules. I mean, last time he needed the rule change, they moved the entire fucking venue to a new state so he could do his drugs. I wonder if this is a John Jones move or a Dana move.
Why? It wouldn't make sense.
Just in case Joan needs an eye poke to
I'll tell you why. And the reason is this. So
hang on, how do you know this for sure?
It's being posted about it's either a rumor that's catching fire or it's something that really is happening.
Keep going.
So I will tell you, I actually have a pair of the new gloves right back here. I got them at International Fight Week this year. I have one of them in there is signed by Brendan Allen and Frankie Edgar. But I digress. I bought them so that I could literally try them on and just kind of test and compare them because I have here a glove that's signed by TJ Dillashaw, one of the old gloves, the OG gloves. And it's a size extra large. It actually fits my hand rather well. That one is an extra large as well. I had to force it over my hand. And if I bend my fingers, for sure.
No problem.
So the new glove, if I put that extra large on right now and force it over my hands, if I bend my fingers even slightly, you can see the glove fabric wanting to tear and crack. Because it's so small. Apparently. So really? It's a far cheaper made glove, and it is significantly smaller. I forget which fighter it was, but one of the more recent heavyweight fighters literally had to have a 7XL custom made for him for it to fit his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming John Jones has large fucking hands. Could be a very similar reasoning.
Shout out, hey, this is amazing. Shout out Crossover for dropping the news live on the show, bro. Big dang, I don't want to interrupt you, but just
shout out Crossover.
When they introduced these gloves, I was speaking to Arnold Allen before 304, and he sent me some videos of him putting his hand in the glove, and
it's garbage.
It's and between sizes, it's either going to cover too much fingers, or it's not covering enough, or it's too tight around the edges. Like
the sizing of the fingers itself on the same glove are wrong. Like the pinky finger is so much tighter than the fucking ring finger. That's and like in the video, my finger sizes are not that different, bro. My pinky should fit in very easily. Like it's a weirdly built glove, bro. It's very weirdly built.
Maybe my glove video on YouTube, people go and check it out. Might do some numbers.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
I've got one of those too.
Shout out to Rambling Dad if you haven't already seen. It was like you just said, amazing. But bro, that's crazy, Olin. I didn't know that from first point of view, bro. I've heard.
Yeah,
that.
I have a video that I forgot to post literally while I'm like drunk in Vegas after like a bottle of Jameson trying on the gloves, and I'm like, yeah, let's do a breakdown. We did do like a video the week after, but yeah, it's the glove. It's night and day difference, bro. Like the old gloves, it feels nice. It's like the difference between putting on like a pair of Hayabusas, which are very good quality gloves, and then going to like the bottom of the barrel, the stuff that they let you like. I was gonna say Everlast. I don't want to be a dick though. It's like going from Hayabusa to Everlast, right? Like the Everlast are the ones that the gym lets you like borrow for your first drop-in class. The Hayabusas are the ones that like your homie that you spar with every Saturday lets you put on one time because you forgot your gloves, and you're like, "What is this?"
And they
gloves can feel like this.
Yeah, bro. Dude, that's crazy, McDane. Shout out the news there, also by Crossover, man, in the chat. That's fucking wild.
I guarantee you, it's a John Jones move.
I've loved your time, but I need to go. I need to jump in the car and go back to the hospital.
Likewise, I gotta go pick up my kids from jiu-jitsu. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
See you next time.
Boys, I was
nice meeting you, Ultimate Punching. And McDane's, congrats.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, boys.
Take care, man. Nice to meet you, Ultimate.
I was about to say, I guess me and Olin will do a sign off here then. McDane, if you got to go, bro, for real. It's all good. Thank you so much.
Peace. Right. Cheers, boys. Cheers to the chat. Thanks for everybody watching, and I will catch you whenever the fucker catches. Adios. Fuck Leroy.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. This show has been, we're at an hour and 34 minutes. I started with Jax, Big Dane, and Ultimate Punchy. We are an hour and 30. I told these boys this would be a 35, 45-minute show. We're an hour and 40 minutes in. Out of nowhere, Olin tags me in, says, put me in, coach. We have Olin at the end of the chat. We're literally done. We talked about all of 309, bro. We just discussed Tyson, Paul, and the deep detail. We just broke fucking news about the old gloves. I mean, what a show, man. This is going to be the last show, too, folks, so probably next Wednesday. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This has been hard on your boy. I'm hurting bad. But fight will be this Friday. Weight cut will be Thursday. We will be done. I will not do a watch-along Saturday. We will be enjoying it, partying somewhere to get all this post-fight energy out of me. Sunday will be relaxing, so maybe next Monday we'll come back with a recap show of my fight, UFC 309, and Tyson and Paul. And if time forbids, we could probably even have MMA Anomaly with this Monday, folks. We'll plan it out. I appreciate all 177 of you in the chat right now. I have no idea how much your boys appreciates it. I know this is a long-off sign-off. I just big appreciate y'all, folks, for always being here, always sticking with your boy, all the support. MMA Anomaly, thank you for coming, bro. Is there any other words you'd like to say, man, before we wrap this thing up, brother?
I just want to say thank you to you, first and foremost, for having me on here. Thanks for tagging me in and putting me in here for the main event and the Jake Paul boxing chatter. And to each and every one of you folks in the chat, you've been here for whether it's been 1 minute or an hour and 38 minutes. We appreciate every second that you've tuned in. And we know you could be anywhere in the world on this Tuesday afternoon, and you chose to be right here with us. So we really, really appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. And if you're not already subscribed to this guy, make sure you do drop a sub for S-Dogs MMA Talk. And if you're not already subbed to me and you do like the way the voice sounds, I do breakdowns on my channel as well. It is at MMA Anomaly on all platforms. And I really hope to see some new subs and likes and comments and just folks that are fun to interact with about the fight game. With that being said, passing it back to Sterling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, folks. And good luck on your fucking fight, brother.
Brother, could have said it any better myself. Thank you so much. Like Leroy said at the bottom, thank fuck they're gone. Back to Olin and S-Dog. But we're at the end of the show, folks. I know this is hard to end. Somehow we gained 22 more subscribers since that. Somehow now we're at 200 viewers. Big appreciate y'all for real. If you just tuned in, we do this show every Monday and Thursday. We big appreciate every single body in here. We're going to get out of here before I pass out live on the chat. Thank everyone for being here. Thank Olin. Thank Crossover. Thank Leroy in the chat. Thank the Rambling Dad. Thank Ultimate Punching. And thank MMA Anomaly, baby. Shout out the boys. Thank everyone for being here. Y'all enjoy this out.